be going over some of these problems again tomorrow. Just going to do these 5 problems, and then we'll move on to Boolean algebra. Okay? I'm going to let Josh pick whichever one he wants to do. A, B, C, D. Which one do you want to do? I want you to do the easiest one. Look at A, B, C, D. What do you think is the easiest one?
E.
E. Okay, so we're going to do E. Knock it out, Josh. How do we handle it?
Subtract 4.
Subtract 4 from both sides. It's just a two-sided inequality. So we get
Negative x is less than negative 1. And then
it's less than positive 1.
And then you divide by negative 1 or multiply.
And when we divide by negative 1 or multiply by negative 1,
Switch the sign. So
we have to reverse. Say the word reverse.
the sign.
Reverse the symbol.
X is greater than
So we get x is greater than negative 1. And if we're going to graph it, negative 1 open or close. Squiggle right or squiggle left.
X is, oh, so it's the right.
Go to the right. X is bigger than that. Awesome. Solve and graph. Good job. Okay. Okay, how about A, B, C, or D?
A.
Hey, I think that's a smart choice. There's no absolute value in there. It makes it a lot easier. So let's knock this out with A. What do we do first?
Subtract 4 from every side.
Subtract 4 from all 3 sides.
So we have negative 1 is less than negative x, which is less than 1.
Okay. So then what?
Divide each side by negative 1.
Okay, and we get
1 is greater than x, which is greater than negative 1.
perfect. 1 is greater than x is greater than negative 1. Notice that she reversed the symbols because she multiplied everything by negative 1. Now, is this a form that we like at the end? The answer is no, because it's not a number line order. 1 is not to the left of negative 1 on the number line. So we read it backwards and we write.
Negative 1 is less than x, which is less than 1.
And now there's the solution, the graph, negative 1, 1, open or closed.
Open.
Squiggle where?
In between.
This is, we call the between notation, squiggle between. Awesome. Billy, they're getting harder. B, C, or D?
D.
Okay, D. It's pretty clean. Couple different ways to approach this. How would you do it?
I'll do it as the absolute value of 4 minus x is greater than negative 5. Or just 4 minus x is greater than negative 5.
Do you want, okay. Keep going. I want to hear what you can say.
And then you add 4 to both sides.
No. I'm disagreeing with that. I'm disagreeing. If the absolute value of this is less than 5, what kind of number can be underneath my hand? The absolute value that's less than 5. The number underneath my hand has to be
greater than negative 5.
and
Less than 5.
so it needs to be between.
Yes.
So say that. Say between.
Between.
So let's write that. Negative 5, 5, and let's put it between. And there's no equal there, so we'll put no equal here. We'll put it. What was there between? Okay, so that's one way to do it. You realize the absolute value of something is less than a number, so that number, whatever it is underneath my hand, has to be between 5 and the opposite of 5. And now we do what you said, subtract 4, and we get, Joseph, question?
Yes. Can we switch the absolute value so it's x minus 4?
Yeah, and we'll do that. This is absolutely true. So we're going to do it another way in a second. And we didn't even have to do it the other way. But the absolute value of 4 minus x is the same as the absolute value of x minus 4. Actually, if we'd done that, this would be real clean even the same way because there's no negative in front of the x. Because you subtract 4, you get negative 9 is less than negative x is less than 1. Now what?
You have to multiply everything by negative 1.
And we get
9, and you reverse the sign is greater than x, which is greater than negative 1.
so it's negative 1 is less than x is less than negative 9 is less than 9. It's negative 1, 9, between. Whereas here, you add the 4 and you're getting that immediately. You see how it goes straight there much faster? I think there was an easy way to do it. The distance from 4 to x is less than 5. So here's 4. How far away is the x allowed to be? I mean, we want the x's to work. We want x's to make this true. And we know the distance from x to 4 has to be less than 5. So we come 5 this way, we come 5 this way, and that's where it's got to be. It's got to be less than 5 away, and we get the same answer. Okay, Phelps, you get to choose B or C, and I'll do the other one.
I'll choose C.
Good idea. That's much easier than B. B's pretty tough. I'll do the B. You do the C. What do we do?
Alright, it says subtract 13 from
Okay.
each side. Alright, then you'd multiply by by 1.
Multiply both sides by -1, and we get
Absolute value of 4x minus x.
4 minus x.
Alright, is greater than 8.
Okay, let's do it the distance way now. The distance from x to what number are we talking about? The distance from x to what number are we talking about?
4.
So let's look at 4. That distance has to be more than 8, right? What's 8 to the right of 4?
12.
What's 8 to the left of 4?
-4.
So where can x be for this to be true?
It can either be greater than 12 or less than -4.
X can be greater than 12, or x can be less than -4. Awesome. The other way to do it right here is to say, look, the thing underneath my hand is got to be greater than 8. So the thing underneath my hand, the absolute value of that thing, so the thing underneath my hand could be bigger than 8, or the thing underneath my hand could be less than -8, because its absolute value would work then. The absolute value of -10 is 10. It would work. And when you solve this one, we actually get that. When we solve this one, we get that. You might have to. Am I doing that right? We don't get that. I had it wrong.
You get
If I said we get -x is less than -12, x is greater than 12, -x is greater than 4, x is less than -4, backwards from each other. But we get the same answer. We get the same answer. Okay, now this part B, I want you to just do it this way. Here's the number 4. This says that the distance from 4 to x is between 3 and 5. So think about moving to the right. 3 to the right is 7, 5 to the right is 9. It could be there. If you go to the left, it's distance. Where can x be? It's distance from 4 has to be from 3 to 5 away. 1 is 3 away. -1 is 5 away. It could be there. -1 is less than x is less than 1, or 7 is less than x is less than 9. Individually, I'll show you how to do that with the other methods if you want. It'll take a while. Okay, it involves a lot of work. It can be done without interpreting as a distance. You have to break it up into this problem, solve it, graph it completely, and, not or, and do this problem, solve it, graph it completely. And since it's an and, what do you need? The intersection. You need the intersection. Okay, you can stop that video. And I'm going to erase, and we're going to do some